Look like there's a group of black women that has attacked Caitlin Clark and her fan base online, ruffling old feathers.
The WNBA just experienced a storm the likes of which fans haven't seen in years. A fierce debate erupted online, targeting none other than Caitlin Clark and her ever-growing fan base. And it wasn't just a few casual opinions. This was a group of influential commentators going at her live on a streaming platform, leaving the entire basketball world stunned. The comments were sharp, unfiltered, and, to be honest, shocking. They weren't holding back. They called out Caitlin's abilities, questioned her fame, and even took shots at her fans. Some of the statements were downright harsh, the kind that makes you pause and think, have people really crossed a line? Or is this just part of the reality of being a pro athlete in the spotlight? Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, has taken the league by storm, bringing millions of new fans, soaring TV ratings, and unprecedented merchandise sales. And yet, instead of praise, she's facing a backlash from a corner of the WNBA community that seems almost angry about her success. What's going on here? Why would anyone resent someone who is literally helping the league grow? To understand this controversy, we need to look at what actually happened during that infamous live stream. A panel discussion called Playback quickly shifted from casual sports commentary to an all-out critique of Caitlin and her fans. The panelists didn't just analyze her stats. They attacked her performance, questioned her Rookie of the Year title, and painted her as a threat to the old guard of the league. But this story isn't just about Caitlin. It's about fans, media, and the larger tension within the WNBA. It's about the clash between new fans, drawn in by her star power, and longtime followers who feel their league is being taken over. And, of course, it's about race, perception, and what it really takes to thrive in professional sports. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this debate is far more than just sports drama. It's a reflection of the WNBA's struggle with growth, representation, and recognition. Here's what really went down. During the playback stream, a panel of commentators seemed to have one clear target: Caitlin Clark. But this wasn't casual. Measured criticism, this was full-on, no-holds-barred commentary aimed at undermining both her performance and her fans. One panelist made it crystal clear that Caitlin's fans had arrived in the WNBA with sky-high expectations. They envisioned instant domination, imagining their favorite rookie would immediately overshadow veterans like Kelsey Mitchell, Breanna Stewart, and Aja Wilson. While Caitlin's rookie season was nothing short of brilliant, it didn't meet the impossible standards some fans had imagined. According to these commentators, that gap wasn't Caitlin's fault. It was her fans' delusion. The language was strikingly dismissive. Comments like, "This is a grown woman's game, baby," were tossed around casually, as if to remind viewers that Caitlin's college superstar status didn't automatically translate into WNBA dominance. Panelists questioned her specialness, framing her as just another rookie trying to survive in a league of seasoned professionals. The subtle, and sometimes not so subtle tone was condescending, almost as if they were sending a message to fans. Your hype is misplaced, your devotion overblown. They also attacked her supporters, labeling them naive, spoiled, or hype-driven. Clips of these remarks spread like wildfire on social media, sparking immediate outrage. Fans flooded comment sections, defending Caitlin and calling out the panelists' tone as disrespectful, petty, and outright dismissive. This segment of the stream highlights a critical tension within the league. Caitlin Clark has disrupted the WNBA status quo. Longtime fans and old guard media appear uncomfortable with the new energy, the massive attention, and the excitement she brings. Instead of celebrating her unprecedented talent and the growth she's generating for the league, some critics seem more focused on tearing her down. And in doing so, they risk alienating the very audience helping the WNBA thrive. Let's break down the numbers. because they tell a story that words alone sometimes fail to capture. Caitlin Clark averaged over 19 points and 8 assists per game as a rookie. Numbers that would be impressive for any player, let alone someone in their very first season. She led the league in assists, shattered multiple rookie records, and transformed the Indiana Fever from one of the WNBA's struggling teams into a legitimate playoff contender. That kind of impact is nothing short of remarkable. Yet, critics tried to diminish these achievements. Their argument? Caitlin was competing against veterans, so her success wasn't as noteworthy. But that's exactly why her rookie season is extraordinary. Standing out among seasoned professionals isn't a small feat. It's a testament to skill, dedication, and composure under pressure. The deeper issue here isn't stats or wins, it's perception and culture. Many old-school WNBA fans seem uncomfortable with the massive attention Caitlin has brought to the league. Social media engagement has skyrocketed, merchandise is flying off shelves, arenas are filling up, and millions of new fans are tuning in. For some, it feels like the league they've known for years is being taken over by hype and mainstream popularity. This isn't just about basketball performance. It's about culture, fandom, and the narrative around athletes. The same level of excellence might have been celebrated differently if it came from another player. Caitlin's rise has exposed long-standing divides in how fans perceive athletes and how the league markets its stars. It's a reminder that in professional sports, numbers tell one story, but culture, perception, and fan dynamics tell another. And both are equally important in shaping a league's future. Here's where things get even more complex and sensitive. Caitlin Clark is a white player excelling in a predominantly black league, and her rise has been meteoric. Media coverage, sponsorship deals, and social media buzz around her have skyrocketed, sometimes eclipsing equally talented black players who have been giving their all on the court for years. Critics aren't wrong to notice the pattern. Corporate sponsors, TV networks, and social media algorithms often favor her, reflecting a trend seen across professional sports. Historically, the WNBA has struggled to market its black stars with the same intensity or reach. Players like Aja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Sabrina Ionko are phenomenal athletes, yet their incredible performances often receive less recognition. This disparity is real and deserves honest discussion. But here's the crucial point. Caitlin Clark is not the cause of the problem. She didn't create this system, she's simply excelling within it. Targeting her personally for the league's broader inequities is misguided and unfair. The solution isn't attacking her. It's amplifying all players intentionally, highlighting diverse talent, and creating compelling storylines that bring attention to the entire league. Yet, some commentators completely miss this nuance. They choose to focus their energy on tearing Caitlin down, implying she's somehow undeserving of her spotlight. This narrative conveniently distracts from the larger systemic issues in sports media and representation. It shifts the conversation from structural change to personal criticism, turning what should be a discussion about fairness and equality into a smear campaign against a single player. Ultimately, acknowledging Caitlin's success while addressing disparities isn't mutually exclusive. The league can and must celebrate her achievements while lifting up every athlete, ensuring that visibility and recognition are shared fairly. This is the path toward a stronger, more inclusive, and truly equitable WNBA. Once the stream clips hit social media, the reactions were immediate and explosive. Fans rallied behind Caitlin Clark, flooding comment sections, quote-tweeting the clips, and calling out the commentators for hypocrisy, pettiness, and a shocking lack of perspective. Within hours, the debate had taken over Twitter, Instagram, and sports forums, sparking heated discussions and viral threads that no one could ignore. What became clear very quickly is that this controversy isn't just about Caitlin. It's about the history of the WNBA itself. Many fans and analysts pointed out a glaring contradiction. Before Caitlin arrived, the league struggled to gain mainstream attention. Ratings were modest, merchandise sales were flat, and social media engagement was minimal. The very same commentators now criticizing Caitlin never raised their voices when the league was overlooked. But suddenly, as Caitlin brought millions of new viewers, social media buzz, and unprecedented exposure, she was labeled overrated. This pattern is unmistakable. Visibility breeds resentment in certain circles, especially among the old guard who feel threatened by a new generation of fans and supporters. Instead of seeing Caitlin's rise as an opportunity to elevate the entire league, some critics have chosen to diminish her achievements and mock her fan base. They're treating success as a zero-sum game, as if one player's fame takes away from everyone else, rather than acknowledging that attention and growth can benefit all athletes. What's striking and troubling is how quickly this negativity spreads. Social media doesn't forgive, and one clip, one harsh comment, can dominate conversations for days. The lesson here? Criticism without perspective not only harms the player, but also risks alienating the very people who are helping the WNBA grow. Caitlin Clark's story isn't just about a rookie star. It's about how the league navigates fame, fandom, and the challenge of expanding its audience in a modern sports landscape. Here's the bigger picture. The WNBA is finally stepping into the spotlight in a way it hasn't before. Sponsors are taking notice, TV ratings are climbing, arenas are filling up, and merchandise is flying off the shelves. Caitlin Clark has been at the center of this transformation, bringing energy, talent, and a massive new fan base that the league desperately needed. But even as the league thrives, old tensions are bubbling beneath the surface. Internal politics, old guard resentment, and media infighting threaten to derail progress. Instead of celebrating growth, some critics are fixated on tearing down the league's brightest star. The result? Division, drama, and unnecessary negativity that could push away the very fans the league is working so hard to attract. Attacking Caitlin Clark doesn't just hurt her. It hurts the WNBA as a whole. New fans may feel unwelcome, casual supporters might disengage, and the league's momentum risks stalling. This isn't just sports gossip. It's a pivotal moment for women's basketball. The league doesn't need controversy. It needs unity. It needs promotion, storytelling, and a shared commitment to showcasing talent across the board. Every player deserves recognition, every veteran and rookie alike. But honoring that doesn't mean Caitlin's accomplishments should be minimized. Her rise should be celebrated as a win for the league, not framed as a threat. By embracing her success while uplifting all players, the WNBA can solidify its growth, expand its audience, and show the world the power and excitement of women's basketball. This controversy reveals several key truths about the WNBA, its fans, and the way the league handles emerging stars. Talent versus narrative. Caitlin Clark's on-court achievements are undeniable. She's a record-breaking rookie, a leader in assists, and a game-changer for the Indiana Fever. Yet, narratives have a way of twisting perception. Despite the stats and accolades, some commentators focus on what she hasn't done, instead of what she has accomplished. It's a reminder that in sports, and in media, success is not always measured by numbers alone, but also by how the story is told. Fandom dynamics. The arrival of new fans can shake the foundation of long-standing communities. Caitlin has drawn millions of people to the WNBA who may not have paid attention before, creating excitement and growth. But that same influx has upset some longtime followers who feel their league, their players, and their traditions are being overshadowed. It's a classic clash between old and new, between loyalty and curiosity, and it's not always easy to navigate. Representation matters. The WNBA has long faced systemic issues in how it promotes players, particularly black athletes who often don't get the recognition they deserve. While critics have raised valid concerns about equitable media coverage, the focus must be constructive. Attacking Caitlyn personally solves nothing. It only fosters division. The league and its media partners have a responsibility to elevate all players, showing the full spectrum of talent across the league while celebrating individual stars like Caitlyn. League growth requires unity. The WNBA is at a pivotal moment. Attendance is rising, TV ratings are up, and merchandise sales are soaring. But growth can easily be derailed when negativity, jealousy, and divisive narratives take hold. For the league to thrive, fans, media, and players must work together to support stars while promoting the collective success of all athletes. The truth is clear. The story isn't just about Caitlyn Clark. It's about the WNBA, the fans, and how sports culture evolves when new stars rise. How the league responds and how the community reacts will shape the future of women's basketball for years to come. So, where do we go from here? Caitlyn Clark has earned her place in the WNBA through talent, hard work, and consistency. She deserves recognition, but the conversation around her should be balanced, respectful, and aware of the broader systemic issues at play. Fans, media, and players alike must ask themselves, are we supporting growth and unity, or are we letting jealousy, old habits, and divisive narratives take control? The future of women's basketball depends on this answer. We've seen it all unfold. Social media storms, panelists attacking her, and fans defending passionately. But beyond the drama, there's an important lesson. Caitlyn is not just a player. She's a symbol of what's possible when talent meets opportunity. Her rise shows that the WNBA can captivate audiences, attract sponsorships, and finally get the recognition it has long deserved. Yet, all this potential is fragile. One misstep, one wave of negativity, can threaten the progress being made. It's time to reflect on our role as fans and commentators. Are we elevating the league, or are we tearing it down with criticism that goes beyond constructive feedback? This isn't about Caitlyn alone. It's about the culture we build around women's sports. Every comment, every social media post, every panel discussion shapes how new fans perceive the league and its players. Will they be inspired or discouraged? The reality is simple. Supporting Caitlyn Clark doesn't diminish other players. It highlights the league as a whole. Her talent opens doors for everyone, and it's up to the community to embrace that growth instead of resisting it. So, we want to hear from you. Were the panelists completely out of line, or are they simply revealing deeper issues within the league? Your opinion matters because this conversation is bigger than one player. It's about respect, fairness, and shaping the future of the WNBA. Share your thoughts. Subscribe for more updates, and stay tuned as we continue to follow Caitlyn Clark, the WNBA, and the ongoing drama in the spotlight.
Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into Hollywood's hidden history.